First Alert 5 weather.
And welcome back, everyone. In spite of a very active monsoon season, it's been another hot summer for southern Colorado, and First Alert 5 is tracking more heat in your forecast. Now, when it comes to the heat, the Colorado Springs Airport has already clocked 30 days this year in the 90s. That is 6 more than the 30-year average of 24, but not even close to the 52 we saw back in 2020. At the Pueblo Airport, we measure the heat here a little differently with triple-digit days. The Pueblo Airport sensor has registered 20 days at or above 100 degrees. This is 8 more than the average of 12 and has us within striking distance of the record of 28 days. If the latest outlook from the Climate Prediction Center is a hint of what's to come, well, we could be looking at more warmth through the start of fall. Now for the fun part. With the dog days of summer in full swing, have you been dreaming of cooler changes, perhaps the first snowfall of the year? Well, here at News 5, the First Alert 5 weather team has a friendly wager going to see who can guess the first snowfall of the season at the Colorado Springs Airport. Sam Schreier, he's eyeing the 7th of October. Mike Daniels not far behind. He's picked October the 12th. My bet, as you can see, is on October 21st. And Alex O'Brien, well, she's banking on the strength of La Nina to delay the first snow of the season to November 17th. Make sure to stay tuned to find out who comes out on top with that guess. And we'll have that for you coming up probably in just a few months. Now let's get to the maps and talk about your forecast on this Wednesday afternoon. We are tracking, of course, a slower monsoon pattern here. Temperatures are expected to be above average over the next several days as high pressure stays in control of the weather here in southern Colorado. And that high is keeping all of that monsoon moisture off to our south and west. Not as far west as what we saw earlier in the week when California was experiencing some flooding. Today, they're getting a bit of a break, but parts of Arizona up through Nevada seeing some of those heavier showers. Here in the Springs, we're also getting a bit of a break right now. Mostly sunny skies, 84 degrees outside. Pueblo, you're at 93 with 25% humidity. Let's look ahead to that Thursday forecast, shall we? Temperatures expected to warm another couple of degrees all across the region. I think we'll be right near that 90-degree mark in the Springs with plenty of sunshine expected from early in the morning until tomorrow evening. And for Pueblo, temperatures heating up with mid to even upper 90s out across that part of Pueblo County. Now, high pressure, again, it's going to dominate the weather picture for at least the next couple of days, sort of sitting around the central and southern Rockies, but influencing the weather all across the western third of the country with those above average temperatures. And for those of us here along and east of the interstate, we will generally be dry. Let's talk about what we can expect over the next 3 days. This is that 3-day precipitation outlook. Notice here, dry conditions from the Springs down to Pueblo, out east into the plains. But if you are heading west into the mountains, especially along and west of the Continental Divide, here we'll see those daily storm chances persist. Could even see some periods of heavy rain the next few afternoons, especially out across the southwestern mountain ranges into the San Juans and the La Garritas. Tonight, overnight lows pretty similar to what we saw last night. Comfortable up towards Monument, 58 degrees. We have 60 expected in the Springs, mid-60s for the eastern plains, 64 for Springfield, 59 for Rye, and down to 64 in Canyon City. Take a look at your Thursday forecast. We're going to be a little warmer, as I mentioned, than what we've seen so far this week, with some upper 90s possible in some areas, mid to lower 90s from Pueblo to Canyon City, up near that 90-degree mark in Salida, 81 in Woodland Park, and 89 expected in Colorado Springs. Here's your super 7-day forecast. High pressure does its thing. It keeps us high and dry through the upcoming weekend. So planning stuff outside, no need to worry about the threat of rain for the next 4 days. Then by Monday, we start to transition back to that monsoon weather pattern that spreads in that higher water vapor content and gives us the ability to get more of those scattered showers and storms. And it looks like by the middle to end of next week, we could be talking about the potential for some heavier rain once again. For Pueblo, we're dry, we're monsoon free, and then the Monsoon Express builds back in and delivers some of that much needed moisture. So look for dry conditions through Sunday and then the potential for rain and thunderstorms beginning on Monday. Similar story for Canyon City. We've got heat and dry skies Thursday, Friday, and into the upcoming weekend. By Monday, we start to see some cooler temperatures as the thunderstorm activity picks up. And then Tuesday, we get a cold front that cools us back down to the 80s towards the end of that 7-day period. Woodland Park, here we've got temperatures in the 80s, feeling like summer up in the high country of Teller County. And then we get those summertime thunderstorms picking up late this weekend and into next week. Andy?